Stop for a moment. Before you decide anything, watch this. This story didn't start today. Something here doesn't add up. A recent live stream by BTS member V has sparked widespread online debate after viewers interpreted one of his remarks as a subtle clapback. Within minutes of the broadcast ending, clips began circulating across social media platforms, triggering sharply divided reactions among international fans and Korean netizens. The livestream itself appeared casual and informal. V interacted with fans, responded to selected comments, and discussed routine topics ranging from music to daily life. However, a brief moment during the session quickly became the focal point of online discussion. In response to a comment that some viewers believed was critical or intrusive, V delivered a short reply with a calm but firm tone. The ambiguity of his wording left room for interpretation. Some fans described the comment as a clear boundary-setting statement. Others framed it as a direct rebuttal to ongoing speculation surrounding his personal life and recent activities. Because the original comment that prompted the response was not fully visible in all circulated clips, context became fragmented. As often happens in digital fan culture, edited excerpts traveled faster than full-length recordings. The phrase clapback began trending in connection with V's name. Supporters argued that artists have the right to address persistent rumors or invasive commentary. They viewed his tone as measured rather than confrontational. According to this perspective, the moment demonstrated maturity and control, not hostility. Critics, however, questioned whether the remark was necessary during a public broadcast. Some Korean online forums expressed concern that even subtle responses can escalate tensions between fandom groups. Others suggested that the framing of the moment as a clapback may have been exaggerated by fans seeking viral engagement. Industry observers note that live streams have become a double-edged tool for K-pop idols. On one hand, they offer authenticity and direct communication. On the other, they increase exposure to real-time criticism. Unlike pre-recorded content, live broadcasts allow little room for editing or clarification. Every word can be clipped, translated, and redistributed within seconds. This is not the first time a BTS member's livestream has generated intense online analysis. As one of the most globally recognized K-pop acts, BTS members operate under a uniquely powerful digital microscope. Even minor comments are often dissected across multiple languages and cultural contexts. The broader environment surrounding the group has been particularly sensitive in recent years. Following their group activities' pause and focus on individual projects, each member's solo moves have attracted heightened scrutiny. V, known for his reserved public persona and selective communication style, tends to speak carefully during broadcasts. That reputation amplified attention toward this particular moment. The discussion also reflects a recurring pattern within K-pop fandom culture. When an idol appears to push back against criticism, interpretations often split along ideological lines. Some celebrate assertiveness as empowerment. Others fear it may signal tension behind the scenes. Without official clarification, speculation fills the gap. Translation discrepancies further complicated the narrative. International fans relied on unofficial subtitles circulating on social media. Small variations in wording created different impressions. In Korean, certain expressions can sound firmer or softer depending on tone and context. The absence of a full transcript from official channels left room for debate about nuance. From a media standpoint, the speed at which the narrative formed is notable. Within hours, entertainment blogs and fan accounts had framed the moment as either a bold response or an overblown misunderstanding. Short-form video platforms amplified the controversy, often presenting the clip without surrounding context. Public response has remained mixed but relatively contained compared to past controversies involving major idols. There have been no formal statements from V or his agency addressing the interpretation of the comment. In the K-pop industry, silence can sometimes signal that management considers the issue minor. Market indicators show no immediate negative impact on V's public standing. Streaming metrics for his solo releases remain stable. Engagement on official social channels continues at expected levels. Brand partnerships linked to his image have not issued any adjustments or public remarks. Some analysts argue that the reaction says more about audience expectations than about the comment itself. Fans today expect transparency and emotional openness from artists. At the same time, they scrutinize tone and wording intensely. This paradox places idols in a delicate position during live interactions. There is also a generational factor at play. Younger audiences often interpret directness as authenticity. Older or more traditional segments of the fandom may prefer restraint and ambiguity. These cultural differences shape how a single sentence can be perceived as either respectful boundary setting or subtle defiance. The concept of a clapback carries its own implications. In Western pop culture, it often suggests a sharp, witty rebuttal. In Korean entertainment contexts, overt confrontation is less common, particularly during fan-oriented broadcasts. Labeling the moment as a clapback may therefore reflect international framing more than domestic interpretation. Meanwhile, some fans have called for caution in spreading edited clips. They emphasize the importance of watching full recordings before forming conclusions. Others argue that even partial clips can reflect genuine sentiment, making the debate unlikely to disappear quickly. It is important to note that no explicit conflict was visible during the live stream. V did not raise his voice, use aggressive language, or reference any specific individual. The intensity of the reaction appears to stem largely from accumulated tension surrounding recent online speculation. In the broader K-pop industry, artists increasingly address privacy boundaries directly. Several idols across different groups have publicly requested fans to avoid spreading rumors or crossing personal lines. Compared to those instances, V's comment, as interpreted by most viewers, remained relatively restrained. The situation illustrates how digital culture transforms fleeting moments into headline narratives. A single sentence delivered in a casual setting can evolve into days of debate. Algorithms reward emotionally charged framing, which can amplify even neutral statements. As of now, the discussion appears to be gradually stabilizing. Trending topics related to the clip have begun to decline. Major Korean entertainment outlets have reported on the incident with neutral summaries rather than sensational coverage. In summary, the so-called clapback during V's live stream has generated conversation but not confirmed controversy. The remark remains open to interpretation due to limited context and translation differences. Public reaction reflects broader tensions within global fandom culture rather than a clear dispute. At this stage, there is no official clarification, no measurable professional fallout, and no indication of escalation. The incident stands as another example of how live digital engagement can blur the line between casual interaction and viral narrative.